Okay, I'll share my screen and we will get on to the text. There you go. I haven't got it. There we go. Can you see that?
There's no text showing yet. No,
62. Okay, we'll maybe just do a few chapters and do a little meditation. So first we'll all get in the condition. So I invite everyone to just, please forgive me if you can hear, I don't know whether it's our dog or next door. We've moved to an Airbnb while the property gets done. So, and I can hear a little dog or a cat yapping. So if you can hear that, just use it as a mindfulness bell. So we close our eyes, put both hands over your lower abdomen. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, it's our dog. It's little Bejo. Poor buggers. He went out for a wee and they must have left him out there. God love them. They're all saying sorry. How good's that? Okay. So rest your awareness on your breath. And breathe into your lower abdomen, your lower dantian. Key for longevity. This is body power. With every inhale, we're going to breathe in light. We're going to see light coming from heaven. Chen Yi Jin Shui, heaven's sacred liquid. Breathe in Mother Earth's sacred liquid, Jin Jin Yuya, into the lower dantian. So universal heaven light coming through the top, the crown chakra, and through the root chakra, Jin Jin Yuya, Mother Earth's sacred liquid, and forming a Jindan in your lower abdomen. And breathe out love and appreciation. And even when we go over this text, we're going to hold that. We're going to hold that vision. Even if your eyes are open, get used to training your brain. When your eyes are closed, the focus of golden lights in the lower abdomen. When your eyes are open, the brain can do so much, okay? Instead of thinking about past and future, this is to stop us leaking. We can still have our eyes open. We can still hold the conversation. We still see golden light in our lower dantian. Soul power, dear divine, dear Tao, dear Yuanling, all enlightened souls. They're all divine Tao spiritual treasures. All of our ancestors, all of heaven, earth, human beings, and all dimensions and realms. We love, honor, and appreciate you. Please forgive us for our mistakes in this life and past lives. We offer our unconditional forgiveness to all beings. May we join as one in love, peace, and harmony. May all beings benefit from this text. I'll read the text now. Chapter 62. The Tao is the center of the universe, the good man's treasure, the bad man's refuge. Honors can be bought with fine words. Respect can be won with good deeds. But the Tao is beyond all value, and no one can achieve it. Thus, when a new leader is chosen, don't offer to help him with your wealth or your expertise. offer instead to teach him about the Tao. Why did the ancient masters esteem the Tao? Because being one with the Tao, when you seek, you find. And when you make a mistake, you are forgiven. That is why everybody loves it. The Tao is the center of the universe. It's the center of everything. It is the core of everything. It's funny, I heard Alan Watts share how in like Christianity and things like that, God created the world. But the nature of the Tao is almost as if the world is grown from, rather than typically thinking of something that's created. Parts are cut away or added to create something. The Tao, everything grows out from the core, okay? The Tao is the center of the universe, the good man's treasure, the bad man's refuge, saves both, doesn't judge, it's beyond yin and yang. Honors can be bought with fine words. Respect can be won with good deeds, but the Tao is beyond all value, beyond all worldly things, and no one can achieve it. When you look at that, no one can achieve it. It's not a title to be had. It's nothing. You can meld with it. You can become it, but you can't achieve it. Thus, when a new leader is chosen, don't offer to help him with your wealth or expertise. Offer instead to teach him about the Tao. Again, when we look at the world, what do people do? I was only telling my son about this the other day. He was like talking about, I don't know how we even got on the subject, but I was like, you know, when I explained, we were talking about the Taop Te Ching, chapters in the Taop Te Ching, and I said to him, my friend was playing professional football when Michael Owen, you know, was a young star. He was a young star, played for Liverpool. And I was saying, you know, when he became a professional player and he was great, he got paid to drive a Jaguar car. Okay. I said, so the more famous you become, the more you get your clothes for free, you eat places for free, the less you pay for. Okay. People are always trying to manipulate people to get their name out there, or I know him. And then when you look at people who lead the country or lead places or managers or owners of businesses or whatever, people try and wine and dine them because it's selfish. It's what they want to try and get from it. So don't do that. If a leader is chosen, don't offer to help him with wealth or your expertise. Offer instead to teach him about the Tao. That way you're serving the person and everybody's going to encounter. He's going to be more humble, or she is going to be more humble. Why did the ancient masters esteem the Tao? Because being one with the Tao, we can meld with the Tao. We are already one with the Tao. When you seek, you find. And when you make a mistake, you are forgiven. Because your soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter are one with the universal process. That is why everybody loves it. Does anybody want to share anything on that or ask any questions? If not, we'll keep cracking.
I think the forgiveness thing is quite important, because when you look at other religions, I know this isn't a religion, it's a way of life, but there's you know, there's always some sort of accountability if you do something really, really bad. It's not that there shouldn't be, but when you know that when you make a mistake, you can be forgiven, then I think that's a real key point.
I agree. And, you know, forgiveness doesn't have to have any guilt attached to it, or fear, to be honest with you. No fear neither. Just consciousness, just awareness. And that's, you're right, you know, a lot of religions teach through fear. But it's really interesting though, you know, because I've heard the Dalai Lama wrote a book called The Path to Enlightenment. And I've shared this with many people because, you know, people have said, oh, you know, the Dalai Lama, he hangs out with all the Illuminati, you know, guys, and he's this, that, and the other. And I'm not here to defend him and say he's not, but I would definitely read that book because you'll have a far deeper understanding of why he does what he does. It's a very deep spiritual text as well. And it's fascinating. The Path to Enlightenment book is his commentaries as the 14th Dalai Lama. It's his commentaries on a classic text that his soul wrote as the second Dalai Lama, called Essence of Refined Gold, an ancient text which was revered in Tibet. And he actually uses in the original text fear as a tool to progress your spiritual journey, which I found fascinating. But it's not guilt, okay? It's, you know, the Buddhists, if you look at Buddhist Rinpoches and masters, they'll use anything. And how he used it was, I think he says basically a lot of people in the Western world he's found don't believe in hell, okay? And he said, if you don't believe in hell, that's totally fine. But one practice you can do is reflect on how an animal lives. A fish is pulled out of its environment into a different environment it can't survive in, with multiple, you know, hundreds or thousands of other fish in a net. They don't want to be there. They're scared, they're anxious, they can't breathe, and they're suffocating. And there's nothing they can do about it. If you look at cows and slaughterhouses, what they go through, he said, that's like a hell, okay? And if you don't think that you could do that, if you don't think now you could do that, if you think of being in that situation, if you don't think you could handle that, you use that fear as motivation to be diligent on your spiritual path. So it's very different than saying, oh, you ate meat today, so oh my gosh, you know, an animal's died for that, and you know, I know what I'm talking about, you don't. You're gonna go to hell for that. I can't believe, you know, blah blah blah, or whatever, making a different story, because there's one is actually empowering in a way. It's trying to empower you to use whatever you need to do to progress. And one is actually trying to get one over, or mind control through fear and guilt. Okay, 63. Act without doing. Work without effort. Think of the small as large and the few as many. Confront the difficult while it is still easy. Accomplish the great task by a series of small acts. The master never reaches for the great. Thus she achieves greatness. When she runs into a difficulty, she stops and gives herself to it. She doesn't cling to her own comfort. Thus, problems are no problem for her. I love the later chapters of the Tao Te Ching, from like here to 81, some epic chapters. So act without doing, Wu Wei. Okay, this was Lao Tzu introduced the world to Wu Wei, which is doing, not doing. It is a state where the mind and the body are one, and you are consciously not doing anything, okay? Which means you're doing something, but it is consciously doing nothing. So act without doing. Just, but Buddhists share the same teaching, but he explained it differently. But this is fundamentally a flow state. When you look at some athletes that say they're not consciously thinking of what they're going to do next, they just do it. Okay, it's like the dancer becomes the dance. The artist becomes the art, and all the rest of it. So act without doing, work without effort. Think of the small as large and the few as many. confront the difficult while it is still easy. This is a massive one for so many people I know who really put off addressing things that bother them, because they may think that there's going to be a confrontation, or they may think it's going to be a big deal. And obviously that's totally depends on how you approach it. But if you don't, it's like, you know, and it keeps happening. When it does get addressed, it's a fight because you've let it grow out of control. So confront the difficult while it's still easy. It's common sense. Accomplish the great task by a series of small acts. Now, this is a motivational thing that just came to me, like Tony Robbins. You know, he said for years, so many people say, this is my 12-month plan. I want to be here in 12 months. But every day they try and get there, and they're never achieving it. So they're in a state of negativity, or I'm always failing. But he said, if you were to break those 12 months up into 6-month breaks, 3-month breaks, monthly things to do, weekly things to do, and even daily things to do, every time you achieve something little on your way to the 12-month or the 10-year plan, whatever, you're constantly getting momentum up of achieving. So accomplish the great task by a series of small acts. And this is the spiritual journey. Keep moving forward. Keep doing something every day, even if it's a 5-minute meditation 3 times a day. The master never reaches for the great, thus she achieves greatness. Again, you know, I'm just reading this time, I'm just seeing the difference between the mind feeling it wants to achieve something great for the ego, and the difference between true greatness in humility and aligning with nature. When she runs into a difficulty, she stops and gives herself to it. Again, the Buddha taught this. In the present moment, the nature of the Bodhisattva, or the Buddha, something presents itself, you know, it could be an argument, it could be somebody attacking you, it could be a car crash, it could be a dog getting run over, it could be anything. In that moment, you give yourself fully to it, okay? Even if in the Buddhist tradition, even if it means you dying, okay? You literally give yourself to it wholeheartedly. And then the nature of the Bodhisattva, there's no I that wants to heal this. There's no I that wants to check in later to see if you're okay. There's no I that wants to tell someone I've just healed that person. There is just the nature of compassion that's present. That's what they're emitting into the world. Emanating is just compassion. So when something manifests, they give themselves wholeheartedly to it. And then when they move on, they've completely forgot about it. You know, Master Shah is so funny. I used to always laugh. Master Shah tunes in, remembers all these texts, remembers all these teachings. Just like, I've never known a teacher to share so much and constantly evolve and progress his teachings and deeper. But you ever see him live or whatever, it always forgets people's names, always forgets their name, right? It's so funny. But my Buddhist teacher, when she was friends with Master Shah, still is, she said, she spoke to him about him forgetting names. And he said, I drop the past. Every moment, the past's gone. The past's gone. This is why he always forgets people's names. So give yourself to the moment fully, and then let it go. She doesn't cling to her own comfort. Thus, problems are not a problem for her. She doesn't cling to her own comfort. She's not attached to anything. Thus, problems are no problems for her. Look at the flood situation when Bo had his aha moment. Everyone was like really stressed out because they'd lost all of their possessions and their creature comforts. but the duck that he saw that was happy had nothing, wasn't attached to anything. It was just, you know, having a bath in one of the new ponds that the floods had created. Yeah, no problems, no stories, doesn't cling to anything. Does anyone want to share anything on that? We'll do one more, I think.
I think I've got situations for all of that I can relate to.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of this text.
When you were talking about living fully in the moment, I thought of Master Henderson.
Yeah.
Every time he's been to Australia, I've observed him just being so in the moment. He would sit and eat with us, and if no one was bringing up something in the conversation, he would just put out a sentence, and then everyone would start speaking, and he would just follow what was happening as everyone spoke. And it was just such a beautiful experience being with him, because he was so fully there in the moment. Yeah, thank you.
I actually have to agree with you. Henderson is a great guy, and anyone who doesn't know who Henderson is, when Master Shah, years ago, Master Shah used to go to the Philippines when he was he'd mastered the technique in acupuncture. And even today, some of the big acupuncture universities are always asking Master Shah if he will go, and they will let him design his own area of acupuncture, okay? Because he mastered the one needle technique, and he specialized in deafness. I think he was brilliant at bringing people's hearing back and things like that with acupuncture before he was approached to do the divine mission by the divine. So when he was doing that, he used to go to the Philippines, because I think someone really high up in the Philippines used to pay for his flights to come over, and they'd feed him. And he was known as like the miracle healer in the Philippines. And all the villagers would come who had illnesses or injuries, and they'd just be queues, and they'd just come in one at a time, and Master Shah would just offer them healings, and he'd do that all day. Okay, just healing so many people. Even when he went to Canada and he had his own practice, he was seeing like 120 to 150 people a day. This with his acupuncture. So back then, there was a kid that used to come, and the kid was a dancer, and that kid was Henderson. Okay, and I'm going to share a story, even though it's recorded, because I had a good conversation with Henderson once, and Henderson said he used to go in the tent, and Master Shah used to really love him, and he used to love being around Master Shah. And he said when he was a kid, he said, Master Shah, I saw these Shaolin monks, and that they could do this and they could do that, and like Master Shah would have a giggle. But once, I think he hurt his back. I think he really injured his back. He slipped his discs or something in his back. And he told me this story. He said, I went to see Master Shah, and he said Master Shah got him to stand like 1.5 meters away. And Master Shah shifted Master Shah's hips, like just shifted his hips. And Henderson, who was 1.5 meters away, he said his back went cracked up his back without touching him, and he said his back was fine. So he knew him from when he was a kid, but in the Philippines, Christianity is quite big, and he was brought up a Christian. Then Henderson came to America, and then he was very successful as a graphic designer, and I think he may have even had something else, or for some reason years later he saw a picture of Master Shah was going to do a retreat, and he went, and basically never left them after that. And he's a very, very, very pure being, to the point where, with all due respect, because I got a lot of time for him, I love him, he's very close to my son. But I remember once seeing him, and I thought I'd only met him a couple of times. And look, with my background, where I come from, and it's very different from Henderson. And I remember seeing him like come out of the room. I was in the hallway, and he sort of walks off down the hallway, and he's in a world of his own. He like starts skipping, and he's just like this. And I used to think he was faking it. I used to say, oh, mate, but the more I've got to know him, he is just a really beautiful, gentle soul. Great master, great teacher, very present. And if he's ever doing any workshops or retreats, definitely would recommend getting on and spending some time with him. He's a lovely, lovely human being.
I also think he's the purest soul I could ever hope to meet.
Yeah, he's a lovely man, a lovely, lovely man.
Very quick story. He was asking me how I was, and I was telling him my daughter-in-law about her cancers. And he said, okay, I'll give you some blessings. And he did some silent before he started. And then he just looked at me, and I was standing about 3 feet away from him, facing each other. And he said, I'm going to send these blessings through you so you can experience what it's like to give high blessings. And he sent blessings to her for an hour. And I stood there like I was grown roots into the ground, and just indescribable experience I was having, but far above what I was capable of generating. And yeah, I have, and he asked to be kept informed about what was happening with her. Just such a beautiful soul.
He is. I can't say anything else. He's a beautiful, beautiful man. Very, very present, humble, gentle. So lovely, lovely human being. I can't speak highly enough of him. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to do a meditation rather than doing another chapter. I've enjoyed tonight. It's been a little bit off point, but it's always been good. Has everyone got water? Because what we'll do is I'm going to share with you guys some of the things that we've got that we can use all the time. Okay. Does everyone know Sri Sri Ravi Shankar? Does anyone know Sri Sri Ravi Shankar is?
I know the name.
Okay, so he's an Indian guru. Okay, so there's 2 tiny little books like this, 2 little pocket-sized books. One's called Shah's Golden Healing Ball, and one is called Divine Love, Peace, Harmony, Rainbow Light Ball. Okay. In the beginning of Shah's Golden Healing Ball, he shared the story of when Master Shah left Master Guo in China to come to Canada. Master Guo wrote a calligraphy for him and gave it to him, and it translated to ball, right? And Master Shah said, I didn't know what it meant, but I was very grateful. And then he said, basically, when Lao Tianye, when the divine came to him, he was given a spiritual transmission to humanity from God through Master Shah, okay? And it's called Shah's Golden Healing Ball. Now, I don't know whether I've shared this with you guys, but back in the early days when I was doing like 5 hours meditation to try and prove Master Shah right or wrong, one night I got this book. It's the first time I'd read the book, and I used to do all different types of practices then to open my channels and all the rest of it. And in this one practice, Danielle, when it was actually in the apartment, I don't know if you know the story, but I'm not going to go into it here, but one of the apartments we lived in when we found Master Shah was basically haunted. Okay. We had like a really full-on year, very blessed, very grateful for that year, but we had a full-on year of crazy experiences in there. So none of us really slept too good. And was, anyway, but Danielle went to bed, and because she went to bed, I sat in the living room and I said, you know what, I'm going to invoke Shah's golden healing ball, and I'm going to chant silently. So silently, I said, dear Shah's golden healing ball, please come, please bless me, heal me, please clear any energies in the house, and please stay with my wife and son, and please stay through the night, even after I've finished meditating, okay? Because when you invoke these spiritual transmissions, they're conscious, it's a conscious entity, okay? They have a soul, mind, and a body, tiny matter. So I chanted silently, Shah's golden healing ball, Shah's golden healing ball. Now, both of these spiritual treasures, I'll share the other one in a minute. Master Shah says in them books, the only limitations to the healing power of these spiritual treasures is the limitations we put on them. So I'm chanting for like an hour, Shah's golden healing ball, silently. Anyway, at that time where we were living, I was sleeping outside in the living room. We're only in a 1-bedroom apartment. And Bo was only one, so he was staying next to his mom. So I just fell asleep on the couch, and then because I was getting up early for work, and I didn't want to wake, if they had a rough night's sleep, I didn't want to wake Bo up or anyone. So I'd get up at 5. So 5 o'clock in the morning, I wakes up, I gets up. Danielle comes out the bedroom. She looks knackered, and she said, I can't, because her third eye was so active, so seeing so much. Sometimes she'd get kept awake at night with what she saw. And she said to me, I can't do this anymore. I'm just too tired. I'm too tired. And I said, why? What's going on? She went, I don't know what was happening last night. She said, but it was like the sun was in our room all night. She said, it was literally giving me a headache because I could, with my third eye, my spiritual eye, all I could see was this like sun in the room. And I was like, wow, I used to love those. I've got so many of those stories, but I was like, wow, that's awesome. Because I was chanting Shah's golden healing ball. And there's been some awesome healing testimonials with that. Anyway, years later, Master Shah was in India, and he just, I think it was around 2010, 5 years into the Love, Peace, Harmony movement. And he was in Sri Ravi Shankar's ashram, and the divine came again and said, I'm giving you giving humanity another healing tool through you that's linked to the Love, Peace, Harmony movement. It's called the Divine Love, Peace, Harmony Rainbow Light Ball. And that's a book as well, a little book, little pocket-sized book. We can use these for anything, okay? You have, for example, we'll invoke as appropriate. You never force anything. You never say, dear Love, Peace, Harmony, Rainbow Light Ball, go and save, for example, the poor young gentleman we spoke of earlier that's just taken his life before we were recording. Okay, you can't do that because there's spiritual laws, there's spiritual courtesy. But what you can do is you can say, dear Divine Love, Peace, Harmony, Rainbow Light Ball, can you please bless that situation as appropriate by divine and thou will, okay? Please bless as appropriate, because all you're doing is this, offering yourself of service to a situation, but it's as appropriate. If it's not appropriate, that's fine. We just send all our love. We can always do that. But we're going to use this. Now I'm going to give you guys an experience with this. We're going to use this with a short mind meditation to clear this centered channel, okay? So sit up straight. We've already invoked the soul world. So mind power is see the soul world, see the divine. See your spiritual fathers and mothers. And as I invoke the divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball, see it. So dear soul, mind, body of the divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball, and see a beautiful rainbow colored Dan, rainbow colored light ball above your head that can do anything. It can subdivide infinite times. It can expand to all beings. It can condense to the size of a cell. It can do anything. It is a blessing from the divine. See it rotating, vibrating, and pulsating, and emitting the most pure divine love, forgiveness, compassion, light, and the 10 Das. Dear divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball, please, we love you, give all our love. Please come to our first soul house. See it in your first soul house between the genitals and the anus. Fist-size energy center. And the condition for that energy center or soul house is light, greatest light. Da Guang Ming. So see this rainbow light nourishing, purifying, clearing this first soul house, strengthening your spiritual, energetic, and physical body. And the light is building and nourishing the Jin Dan there. This is the Tao light body journey. So we're seeing light coming from everywhere, infinite light coming from this rainbow light ball, nourishing and clearing that first center. And see and feel the field around it as it's emitting this pure light. Now see this rainbow light ball subdivide, okay? So there's two of them now going to the second chakra or soul house, which is in between the navel and the first soul house in that center channel. And the condition is Da Ganen, which is greatest gratitude. So feel gratitude in this center and feel grateful to God and feel divine's gratitude. It's unconditional gratitude for everything. Let the divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball meld your gratitude with divine gratitude in this center. And feel the energy emitting from this energy center, because there's two centers now. So they're each emitting light, but they're also creating their own field between the two of them. So one hand stays over the lower abdomen, your other hand is moving up the chakra. So one's on the second soul house. So now we're going to move our moving hand to the navel. We're going to see the divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball subdivide a third time to behind the navel, the third chakra or soul house, which is Da Chenbei. Da Chenbei is humility. See the light, feel the energy. Feel our humility melding with divine's humility. See the rainbow light ball nourishing this third soul house with divine humility. And it's emitting this frequency out to the rest of the body and is now creating a bigger energy field between the three lower energy centers or chakras now. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. We're going to subdivide a fourth time. a fourth rainbow light ball to the heart chakra. Feel your heart opening. The condition for the heart chakra is Dalai, greatest love. Feel your love melding with divine's love. Your heart melding with the divine's heart. You have 4 love, peace, harmony, rainbow light balls. They're nourishing the jindans, the golden light in each of these now. So when we say gong song later to this love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball, the jindans in all of these spaces of the body are going to be pulsating, throbbing with divine light and love. Okay. Feel the energy around your heart expanding beyond the body. Breathe in divine love. Breathe out divine love. As we subdivide a 5th time into the throat chakra, or the 5th soul house. And see this rainbow light ball purifying our speech, whether it's to ourselves or to the world. Clearing any blockages here, so we might have confidence to talk. Remember, as energy moves up to the heart opens, become more compassionate, loving. As it moves up, it wants to come out to save others. Okay, so see this light opening and nourishing your throat chakra. And we'll practice our self-talk right now by saying, I love and forgive every part of my being. I love and forgive any part of my past. And I will be the best version of myself from now on. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. And we see it subdivide a 6th time in the center of the head, behind the eyes. Put one hand over this energy center. You've got a moving hand. Training the mind here. So even though we're seeing light in these moving chakras or energy centers, I'm going to call them soul houses because they're seats for the soul. We're going to always see the root one, the first one in the first soul house. Okay, so we're going to move with them. We're going to see them all, but we're always going to have our attention in the first soul house. And if this is too hard, okay, that's okay. Just follow the visualization. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to be able to do multiple things with this beautiful mind that we've been blessed with. The more vivid our visualization, the more we open our 3rd eye, the more we manifest and create what we're visualizing. So see this nourishing every aspect of that energy center, including the physical aspects of that area. Okay, so our 3rd eye, pituitary gland, left and right brain, corpus callosum, and all of our senses. We see it subdivide a 7th time. I'm so sorry. The condition here is forgiveness. The throat, sorry, it's Da Fu Wu, service. Okay, we're going to use this chakra to serve others. Our 6th in the middle of the head, Da Quan Shu. Okay, it's forgiveness. Forgive your past, forgive yourself, forgive all beings. Meld with divine service, meld with divine forgiveness, unconditional forgiveness. And we subdivide to a 7th chakra above our head. Da Yuanma means greatest enlightenment. Allow our enlightenment to meld with God's enlightenment. See the rainbow light ball above your crown chakra, opening your crown chakra like a lotus flower on your head, allowing more connection, more light in from the heavens. And now we're going to put one hand directly behind the navel. If you can't do that, just put it over your navel, but visualize directly behind the navel at the back of the body, the Ming Men acupuncture point. Divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball there. The condition is compassion. Da Tse. And this nourishes the Wai Jiao. Okay, so you see the spine being nourished, the space in front of the spine, which is the width of the body. And the Ming Men, life gate, just being nourished. Our compassion melding with divine compassion. Breathe it in, breathe it out. We're going to see another subdivide into the lower dantian, so just in front of the second soul house. Put one hand there and see it nourishing this area. And this condition here, the consciousness here, is Da Chang Shang. It means the greatest flourishing. When we align with the universal laws and principles, the Tao, we flourish. When we align with the divine, we flourish. So let divine's greatest flourishing, may we meld with the divine's greatest flourishing. Anything is possible. No more fears. Only abundance in relationships, in our thoughts, in our health, in everything. We're moving with life. We're going to see the last one subdivide and move to the Kundalini, which is just in front of the tailbone. This area is called Snow Mountain in Buddhism, Golden Urn in Taoism. The condition is Da He Xie, greatest harmony. Feel our harmony melding with divine God's harmony. Harmony within the body, within the mind, within our relationships, within our finances. Breathe it in, breathe it out to the world. Sound power. I'm going to chant divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball, just so you can have a melody if you watch this back and you want to chant it. Okay. So as I chant this, just see rainbow light from the divine and the divine completely nourishing your body. You're like a Christmas tree. Energy is flowing up the center channel, down the back, up the back, down the center channel, the yin yang energy circles, everything, meridians are flowing. You are lit up. You're pushing out karmic vibrational signatures, transforming negative Shen Qi Jing to positive Shen Qi Jing. Divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball. 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 Divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow, light, 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 ball. We're going to see this rainbow light now expanding as one big ball as well around the body, expanding out to way beyond your body, out to all beings, okay? The soul mind body of the young man who took his life, who we heard about today. We love you. Please forgive us if we've contributed in any way to your suffering. Dear divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow, light ball, they are all love, peace, harmony treasures downloaded to him and anyone involved in his situation. Please turn on. Please bless as appropriate. We send all our love to that situation. You have a water, keep your water there. Dear divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow, light ball, please can you purify my bottle of water? Dear the soul of the water, please turn on all your love, peace, harmony treasures. I love you, honor you, appreciate you. And see, whatever we're invoking here, see it. If there's anyone you want to call in, call them in now. We're going to call in all humanity. You can't offer these types of blessings with specific transmissions, but with, this is what I'm saying, with these treasures, like love, peace, harmony transmissions that have been downloaded to all beings, things like Shah's golden healing ball, divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball, we can actually ask them to bless all beings as appropriate. So please, Wanling, please turn on your love, peace, harmony treasures, your Da Dao, big Dao love treasures, your God gives his heart to me treasures, and any transmissions that you've downloaded. The divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light ball, Shah's golden healing ball, please send divine love and light as appropriate, blessing as appropriate to Wan Ling. May we serve and chant for Wan Ling with all our love. Anyone specific, dear soul mind body of my mom, my dad, anybody, please come join this practice. Anyone we've ever hurt, we invite you to practice do surely and with us. We love, honor, and appreciate you. Divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow, light, ball. 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 Remember, we are a part of Wan Ling. So if you have an injury, illness, disease, a negative mindset, call the divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow, light ball to come to that area and purify it as appropriate. Just give love, gratitude. Divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow, light, ball. 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 One more round. Divine, sing from your heart. Divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow light, Bo. 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 They're all transmissions downloaded to me. Please offer appropriate healing blessing to everyone on the line. Please make a request. Not to me, to heaven. Surrender it, open to receive. They're all my divine out treasures and calligraphies I've received. Please bless everyone's request as appropriate. Please bless everyone's water as appropriate. I'm so grateful. I love you all so much. Lesson start. Hey yeah 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 you yeah. Hey you. Hey ya you. Hey ya you. Hey ya you. Hey you yeah. Hey you. Hey ya you ya hey you. Ya you ya. Shida, 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 shida. Tenda, 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 He you hey you. Lesson continue until we finish. I'm going to ask everybody to get your water. Master Shah has been blessing with Tao water, huge blessings. He shared something also that when Dr. Emoto was alive, Dr. Emoto complimented Master Shah on being the only master he'd come across that could change the structure of water remotely. So it's so significantly. So if you can get those Tao water, I definitely recommend getting those Tao water, but we can still bless our water, okay? So what we're going to do is, this is a technique from Master Shah. We're going to take a sip, a mouthful, okay, but don't swallow it. Hold it in your mouth. And, you know, he doesn't talk about this, but the Ringan Siddhas talk about how your DNA, when you put seeds under your tongue and then plant the seeds will grow for you. Okay, your DNA is in the seeds. You stand with your feet on the soil. So hold the water in your mouth. Do it now. Pour it in. Hold it in your mouth. And say, I love you to the water. Thank you as it's in your mouth. And say, dear, this blessed water, please nourish and bless, and make a request. Or do say, nourish and bless my body. Okay, my body, my soul, my mind. And swallow a little bit. Give appreciation as it goes down your throat. Swallow another little bit. Give love and appreciation. Let it nourish your body. that blessed water in front of you, if you got a bottle or you got a glass, you can get multiple bottles and just put a teaspoon in each bottle. Okay, let it bless more water throughout your week. If every time we drink water, we do this, it's also a meditation, okay? It's creating a space. We're stopping, we're becoming conscious, we're becoming present, we're giving love. It'll actually manifest into what we eat. When we eat with your eyes closed. If you block off one sense from the body, your sight, for example, you'll taste and feel so much more texture, and you'll swallow rather than being on auto, and you'll feel it nourish your body. Give love and appreciation to it, okay? After you've blessed it. I may have shared with you how I bless my food, but if not, we'll do that next week if you guys can remind me, because blessing food is huge, okay? Master Shah's teacher, Master Guo, said, offering your food to your spiritual fathers and mothers is more important than meditation. So just reflect on that. So from our heart, we put our hands in the traditional prayer position. We say, how. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Dear divine love, peace, harmony, rainbow, light ball. We are so grateful for your service. Please, Gong Song, we love you. Gong Song, Gong Song, Gong Song. All our Shifus, everyone we called, respectfully return and observe the light left in the body, the frequency that's left in the body, the energy flow in the body. Feel it, see it once that spiritual transmission has left. And just have a few moments to take a few conscious breaths and settle down. I love and appreciate you all. Tonight was a different night, which is totally fine. Follow the Tao, follow wherever anything takes us. I enjoyed tonight. If you want to share or ask any questions, please do. If you want me to stop recording to ask anything specific, just let me know. And if not, we can go. So I love you all. Thanks for tonight.
I'm feeling so much gratitude. So much. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you. All thank yous go to heaven and for what we've received.
Yeah. With gratitude, I've had a lot of trouble feeling grateful for the issues that come up. And I have only recently, about 2 weeks ago, reached a point where some big issues were happening, big challenges. And I was able to sit back and observe them and feel gratitude for them happening. And knowing why they were there. And since that, there are a couple of days that was happening constantly. And since then, the level of gratitude I'm feeling has risen, like possibly from a 2 to a 6.
Congratulations.
It's really, really evident and just so different. Thank you, Heaven. Thank you, Nick.
Congratulations. Gratitude is everything. It really is. Like, I think in life, you're either mind dominated and think the world owes you and you're generally selfish, or you're open-hearted and you're You just want to give, and you're grateful. And we can be grateful for so much. I remember, he hasn't said it for years, but Master Shah used to always make me laugh, because he used to always just shout at his students. He'd just go, grateful, period. That's it. Grateful, period. That's all he'd say. Yeah, and it's a great teaching, you know. So thank you for sharing that, and I'm very happy for you, because it's
Thank you.
we live in a different world when we're grateful. It's as simple as that.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everyone. It was beautiful practice.
Thanks, Silvana.
Wonderful. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Thank
and can I just ask, because I came in just a little bit into when we were when someone was speaking about the young boy, and whoever it was, can I have permission to chant a Namo Amito for this young soul?
We can chant Namo Amito for anyone, but the boy, we don't actually know his name, so I mean, we can actually say, always as appropriate, but we can say that the young kid that took his life, who we spoke about on the call. Remember, heaven knows everything. So yeah, thank you for that, Silvana. I'll be doing the same.
Yeah, thank you. I did that sort of almost straight away as well. Thanks to being here, and you're teaching us that, Nick.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to everyone on the line. And I'll see you all next week. Have a lovely week.
And you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Nick.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
Good night. I love you.
Much love.